When he embarked on the comeback, he admitted that he didn't know whether he could be competitive again.
You were reminded what Tiger Woods brings to golf, what excitement it generates.
To go from a standing start and finish by winning the third championship was quite sensational. I don't know if anybody else in the game could have done that.
Last year, Tiger Woods defied his harshest critics, emerging from an injury-enforced hibernation to come agonisingly close to major glory at Carnoustie and then at Bellerive. He finally got the win he deserved at the Tour Championship, a fitting reward for a gutsy campaign.
I think it was sensational. I think it truly surpassed all expectations and probably his own, especially when you consider that when he embarked on the comeback, he admitted that he didn't know whether he could be competitive again.
I mean, even the most optimistic Tiger Woods fan wouldn't 2-3 years ago have thought that he would come back to the extent that he has, winning the Tour Championship and seeing the crowd scenes there. You realise just, you were reminded what Tiger Woods brings to golf.
From the moment that in Florida that he competed and finished runner-up to Paul Casey, that was the turning point. He knew that he could in all probability win again. He knew he was a competitive PGA Tour player once again. And when you think of how much golf he had missed in the 4 years previously, he ended up last year playing as many tournaments in 1 year as he had done over the previous 4. And if you put it into that kind of context, that gives you an idea of just how different it was for him and how far he had travelled to become competitive again.
I think it surprised everybody, including Tiger himself, to go from a standing start into where he did. You know, it's been a number of years since he's competed at the top level of the world rankings and the top of the game, and to go from a standing start and kind of finish by winning the third championship in America was quite sensational. I mean, I don't know if anybody else in the game could have done that.
Woods knows he can't play with the physical fearlessness of his youth, and that despite temptations to take things up a notch, caution must be exercised. So, what does the future hold for the great man?
He has to pick and choose and manage the schedule, and that's what he did better than anybody at the height of his powers. And if you look at the way that other players now choose their schedules, they're following the blueprint of Tiger Woods, which is to make sure that when you do tee it up, you're in the best possible condition to be able to do that.
A successful year for him, from my point of view, would be winning another tournament. That would not be a successful year for him in his own mind. He would say he would only take winning another major, I'm sure, but competing healthily, competing in the majors, getting close and perhaps winning a regular PGA Tour event to, you know, again get a bit closer up towards Sam Snead's record, then that would be a success in itself. But again, he judges himself by his own very high standards.
There's not much left for him to achieve. I mean, he's achieved everything. I think winning another major championship, you know, a guy who's in his 40s now and you know, has suffered like he has done for injuries and been not really competitive in majors for a number of years, to show up and play as well as he did in 2018, I think that's going to give him a lot of confidence that he can go on now and win another major championship and maybe more.
Getting through the year injury-free, that has to be his top priority. But over and above that, challenging in the majors and potentially winning a major. The fact that he was on the leaderboard at the top of it at Carnoustie, heading down the back nine in the Open Championship, the fact that he was a charging runner-up at the PGA Championship, the fact that he won the Tour Championship, all of those point to the fact that yes, he could add to that tally of 14 majors in 2019.
Augusta National is joined by the always demanding Bethpage Black, Pebble Beach and Royal Portrush on this year's major lineup. Having won at 3 of the 4 venues, where will his best chance come this year?
As a golf fan, I want to see him continue his comeback and perhaps go on to win a major. But that window is narrowing. I mean, he's not getting any younger. Of course he can do it, and I think Augusta still is his best chance. It's where he feels most comfortable. But is he going to be better than he was last year? Again, the clock's ticking, but wherever he competes, the main thing is wherever he competes, there is real interest in golf again, so that can only be a good thing.
You look at it and actually you can make a case for pretty much all of the major venues. The fact that he has won 4 times at Augusta shows that he does have a game to win there. That's obvious. Pebble Beach, he has such an amazing history, but that was way back in 2000, but he won a US Open there by 15 shots. He will relish going back there. And I think when conditions are right, as we saw at Carnoustie, he is a very, very dangerous prospect on a links golf course.
This is the Tiger of old. Oh, we've been waiting a long, long time to see this.
So we've run twice at St Andrews where you can hit the ball largely anywhere. I mean, I had great control of the ball, but you can get away with things off the tee. And at Hoylake, he didn't have to hit his driver, hit it once in 72 holes. So if it's a bit greener and the rough is up, then no, I wouldn't give him a chance at the Open Championship. I'd still say the Masters is his best chance of winning another major.